Hey traders, market update time. Let's go straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video. Trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets, and trading is the most hardest thing you'll ever do, and it takes a long time to become a good trader. So this video is just educational only. If you're struggling with your trading right now, then click on the very first link in the description. We get learn a free training, the 7 universal laws to become a master trader that will boost your success, consistency, and confidence without spending a decade trying to figure it out. Click on the very first link in the description right now. Alright, hey guys, I want to just have a quick little market update for you guys. And I'm going to share with you guys what I'm seeing on the charts right now. John, where is the candlestick chart? Put the candlestick chart on now. Now you have changed the black bars to color bars. Good job on that. But put the candlestick chart on. No, I'm going to leave the chart on right it is right now. Let's have a quick look at actual what's happening with gold right now. Right? Let me take everything off the screen here. By the way, guys, a quick little tip for you guys. If you really want to understand what's happening with the markets, just bring back the chart to what it is right now. Just a blank chart like this, as you can see, right? I've got volume down here. I'm not showing volume right now because it doesn't show on this silver chart or this silver and gold chart. But just bring it back to blank charts and see what the market's telling you, not indicators or moving averages. But you can see here, if I do draw. I can actually see if I just take everything off the screen here and I just draw this trend line through here, you can see basically what we're looking at here, right? We're basically squeezing up into this overall sort of resistance pattern through here, and if I just started from this point through here, you can see this market actually started to rally up through there and then broke down through there. So you can see here support, and now the market's actually holding a bit of support. So we're still squeezing up into, if I bring up my yearly chart, you see we're squeezing up into still a bit of a triangle pattern. So we still have a pretty good chance of breaking out. But just because it's a bullish ascending triangle pattern doesn't mean it's going to break out. It's a big myth that when people trade the markets, they always think, oh, well, it's a bullish flag, therefore it's going to break out. I was talking about that to one of my private clients, that just because you have a bullish pattern doesn't mean it's going to break out. Like if I have TSLA, I'm just bringing this up right now as I'm talking about this topic here, by the way. I'm looking at Tesla right now, right? So what do we see here on Tesla? Tesla, we see basically a nice bullish flag, right? Support up here. Let me delete this trend line down here. Let me delete this trend line down here, right? So we have a nice bullish flag. Now, just because it's a bullish flag doesn't mean it's going to break up and out, right? There's been so many times that you see the breakout is actually where? It's actually down, isn't it? It's not up. And so if it is up, then that's where it's likely to continue. But sometimes we get a rally up sideways and then we get a rally back down. So wait for that breakout. Anyway, back to the gold chart. So the gold chart, we can see them squeezing up through this triangle pattern. If we start to get a breakdown through here, and for me right now, this low point through here, let me see if I can do this here. This low point through here right now is the significant low that I'm watching, because we did make a low, we made a high low. If we start to break below this high low, then that actually could scream a lot more downside to come on there. And looking at the silver market as well too, silver's not really doing much. If I bring up, say, the yearly chart once again, if I bring up the yearly chart, you can actually see all that silver has done is just come down towards that triangle pattern, and that's the reason why you can see, that's the reason why it's actually stopped through there. And you can see that's what's actually going on through there as well too. If I just, actually, you know what, let me just bring it down from here to here. I think that'll be a much better trend line to use there. So you can see the reason why it stopped here is because of this trend line through. So we're still getting into this big sort of triangle pattern, big sort of apex sort of squeezing up. I still believe we're going to get the break up to the outside, because if we ever look at the short-term chart, let's go to the 3-month chart here for a minute. We had a rally up. Now we're getting these weak buys. So this big strong breakaway bar, getting some weak sort of selling period. So I'm expecting this market to continue up and continue moving forward into that there. So that's what I'm seeing there right now on the silver and gold market. Let's go have a look at the indexes right now. Just quickly have a look at the Dow Jones, and I'll just share with you what I'm seeing here on the Dow Jones. Let me bring up a short-term chart here for a minute. For the last 3 months, we can see what I've got here basically is an angle, and you can see every single time this angle, right? The angle is basically, it's very similar all the way. In fact, Actually, you know what? Let me just show you what I did here. Right, this is called a Gann angle, and what you do is you find the angle of, you're trying to find where momentum is likely to shift. So you can see we have an angle through there, right? So you can see basically what ended up happening through this here. If I draw this trend line through there, you can see the market ran up, came down, found support, ran back up, and then as soon as it broke below that angle, right, that's when this short-term upward move broken. So what you do is you copy and paste that, and now you copy and paste that to the next bottom through there. Support. Once it actually broke that angle, guess what? That's when the seller started to come into it. Seller started to come into it. Then we had the next rally up. Guess what? Copy and paste it once again. It's not exact science, but as you can see, in fact, if I just draw that through there, as you can see, support all the way up. Guess what here? This is where it broke the angle, and then we're starting to sell through here. So right now, we can see that momentum on the upside, just by using the charts, momentum on the upside is now starting to shift on the downside. Now, the last downward movement was down through here, as you can see, right? So that was the last downward movement in this last downward movement through here. And as you can see, right, as soon as it actually closed above that angle, that's when we started to get this angle here. So if I copy and paste that through there, and I copy and paste that through there right now, then that may be, as you can see, right, that may be the angle we're looking at right now for a lot more downside down, but we still haven't got that yet. So as you can see, we're definitely breaking this angle right now. And on top of all that, guys, on top of all this angle talk, one thing I want to share with you guys is that looking at the market, we're still making these higher lows and higher highs in the markets, right? So we still have these lower high. Let's go here, wrong one. Lower high, and still a lower high, lower low. So sellers are still in control right now on the Dow Jones. So there's no need to be buying this right now. So that's what I'm seeing there right now on the markets overall, guys. I don't see, I definitely see a lot more bearishness in the market. Silver and gold is definitely a bit of a tricky one through there. Obviously I still believe a lot more upside long term in silver and gold, especially the silver and gold like ETFs like GDX and SILJ, GDXJ, those sort of things. I still believe in a lot more bullishness through there, but that's what I'm seeing as I speak right now. So let me know what you guys think in the chat box.